Hey guys, I'm Emily Antoinette, and it's January 1st, 2020. So one of my New Year's resolutions is to eat healthier and I'm gonna do Veganuary. So I've never really vlogged before, but I'm really excited. I wanted to go on YouTube for a really long time. Like, I love YouTube and I watch tons of videos on there like all the time. And I just think it's really cool. So, as I was saying, one of my New Year's resolutions is to eat healthier and to go vegan. So I have been eating totally plant-based vegan for 3 weeks already. So I've gotten my feet wet at this point, and I'm just really excited about it. Not like, I don't want to say like go vegan, because like vegan is a whole lifestyle. It's more than just a diet. So I'm not really sure how far I want to take it. So right now I'm just going to be calling it like whole food, plant-based, which, just to give you guys some background, I have been eating I would say like largely flexitarian for like years. My wife is a pescatarian, and we've been together 8 years. She's always been pescatarian. So for the last 8 years, for the most part, I've eaten mostly vegetarian or pescatarian at home, and then when we go out to eat, I'll get like maybe some chicken or, you know, a burger or something like that. But 3 weeks ago, I've been interested in veganism for a really long time, but 3 weeks ago is when I really started eating vegan 100% of the time. And, you know, obviously there's way more to that backstory, but I just want to get to the point. So, I just want to start this by maybe getting like a start. Like, I don't want to okay, so I was thinking about like weighing myself, but I don't want to put like numbers on, you know, YouTube, because obviously with people with EDs, they can be really triggered. So I'm just going to do this to kind of get an idea of where I'm starting at, just to see like if I do lose weight. Now, as I said, I have been doing this 3 weeks already. So if I would have lost weight, I might have lost some already. So it's not like a perfect like starting point or whatever. But we'll see what's going on. So for this scale, I'm gonna step on it twice, because that's how you kind of get it to do its thing. Otherwise, it just gives you like an error message. Okay. So I don't want to say the number on here, but I will record it in my chronometer. I've been using chronometer. And just write it down. When I just did it right now, it was a little bit lower than I was expecting. So I'm gonna do it one more time. And I like to do it like twice, just to get just get an idea, like an estimate, because sometimes scales, they can be like a little off here or there. I can't find a place to write this down. It's not good. Okay, here we go. I'm kind of a space case, so I'll forget in like 2 minutes. I have like the memory of a goldfish. It's a problem. So I'm gonna do it one more time, stepping on it twice. And I got the same number again. I'll just do it a third time to be safe. Now I got a slightly lower number. Sorry, this is so annoying. I just want to be accurate. Well, I just lost a pound in 2 seconds, so I don't know what's going on. I did this morning, and I actually got a really high number, but I was like wearing my coat and everything. So the first 2, I got one number. The second 2 times, I got... See, this is what I'm saying. This scale sucks. Okay. It like just gave me like a totally different number. So let's try again. I'm trying to do these videos where I won't have to edit them. By the way, all that racket is the cat eating some food, so sorry about that. I'm just gonna go with the first number I wrote down because it's giving me like a different number every time I step on it. That's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, scales suck. Which that never really happens, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm just gonna go with the first number because it's giving me like a different number every single time I step on this scale. Really annoying. But the first number I got was lower than I expected, so that's good. And when I weighed myself this morning, it was like, the number was like high, and I was like, whoa, 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 like I've never been that high in my life. So obviously, like I took my jacket off, took my shoes off and stuff. Yeah, so I've been using Chronometer, and if you're on YouTube, follow vegan YouTube or whatever, you'll have heard of this. It's just an app that you use to find out like the nutrients that you're consuming, just to make sure you're getting like enough protein, make sure you're getting enough vitamin A, vitamin E. And I am taking a vitamin, like not every single day, but every few days, and I can show that to you guys. I've been taking this one about a week or so. I had to order it online. I had other vitamins, but they all contain gelatin, so I did not have a vegan vitamin, so I just had to like not have vitamins because they all had gelatin in them. I was taking like vitamin D without gelatin in it, and I had to stop taking that because my vitamin D is always low. And biotin. So the biotin that I had was vegan, but this one contains biotin, so I don't have to take it separately anymore or anything like that. And I mean, years ago, like the only thing that I've had a doctor tell me to take is vitamin D and fish oil. And I haven't taken fish oil for like years, but I did used to take it for depression and anxiety. So vitamin D I just take because I'm always low in it. I mean, I live in the Northeast, so it gets very cloudy here and cold, and, you know, you don't get out in the sun like that much. And I've heard that vegans, like, can be really low in vitamin D anyway. Oh, and this contains the vitamin B12. So I just want to give you a little backstory about, like, my history with veganism, because I first got interested in veganism, like, the first time I probably heard about it or became aware of it was in 2006, so, like, a really long time ago. You know, I don't know what that's at, 12 years ago, something like that. And some of my friends went vegan, and I obviously tried it out. I mean, there were a few times that I would go, like, a couple days being vegan or a couple of weeks being vegan, but I've never gone vegan for longer than a month. That's, like, my maximum time, like, following a whole food plant-based diet was a month. So eating the way I'm not, like, eating vegan, I mean, I'm coming up on, like, that month period. So I've never been vegan longer than 1 month. When I say vegan, I mean whole food plant. When I say vegan, I mean, like, plant-based eating. Because I know that there's a difference. But, yeah, the longest I've ever eaten totally 100% plant-based, no animal products, has been 1 month. That's like my maximum. I mean, I think maybe like when I was 18, I might have gone like 2 months or something. I do remember when I was a teenager, I did go vegetarian for like 2 months and failed epically at that. So after 2 months, I ate this chicken salad sandwich. It was the best chicken salad sandwich I ever had in my life. So and really at that time, like, a lot of my friends were vegetarian, so, like, obviously it was something that I wanted to try, but like, growing up, I always ate a lot of meat. So for me to cut out, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't cooking, I wasn't preparing my own food. My parents did that, and they prepared meat every night, you know? So, I mean, I ate so much meat, and, like, I have not eaten, I've never gone back to eating that much meat as when I did when I was a kid. As soon as I became an adult, I started experimenting with veganism. I never really went back to eating meat and eating animal products the way I did. As I said, like, I kind of went into eating largely vegetarian at home, and then even before I like met my wife, like, because when I went vegan, I realized I hate yogurt. Like, the first time I went vegan, which was in like 2009, I realized, why am I eating this stuff? Stuff is gross. I just don't like it. It's very sweet, and like, I don't know. I just don't like it. Like, if you're gonna eat something that you like. Like, I mean, like, I liked coconut yogurt, but that was it. Like, there was like one flavor that I liked, and that was coconut yogurt. Or I would drink like the Bolt House, like the drinks, like the yogurt drinks. I like those. But one thing I should tell you guys, since you're going to be going on this journey with me, is that I do not do well with sugar. Like, even sugar from fruit is problematic for me. And, like, sugar kind of, like, gives me these, like, sugar highs, even when it's, like, things like juices, smoothies, smoothie bowls. And that's part of the reason why it's taken me so long to be able to go 100% whole food plant-based, is because I don't do well with tons of fruit. I like it tastes good, but I get these, like, massive sugar rushes from, you know, if I drink a smoothie or a juice, like orange juice, or, you know, eat tons of fruit, like 4 or 5 pieces of fruit in a day, I get these massive sugar rushes, and then I just crash, like, and I don't do well with that, okay? Being honest with you, like, I need to eat largely, like, vegetables. So I have been through, like, experimenting with it through so many years. I've realized I cannot eat, like, tons of fruit. I have to eat vegetables. And the other thing I should mention is that I don't really like a lot of pasta and rice. So that's been kind of a struggle for me, because I don't really like rice, and I don't like a lot of pasta. A little angel hair here and there is, like, I can handle. A little quinoa, a little oatmeal, like, I can kind of get on board with, but like, I don't like it. Like, I would rather eat just steamed vegetable, like, you know, I'd rather eat some sort of vegetable dish, or vegan pizza, or, like, you know, a plant-based burger or something like that. I don't go for the pasta and the rice. I've never really gone for that. It's not something that I've ever really liked to eat, and, you know, things have changed in my life drastically, but that's one thing that's always kind of stayed the same. So I did want to tell you guys, show you guys the vitamin that I'm taking. And if you have taken this vitamin or know anything about it, can you let me know? Because I couldn't really find, like, really great information about it, or reviews and stuff. They obviously had reviews on their website, but obviously they're the ones selling it, so are they, you know, they're probably cherry picking those reviews, you know? So, anyway, it's called, this is it. It's Genshai Farm Vegan Vitality Multivitamin Plus Mineral Supplement. Let me hold that up so you can get a look at it. And, you know, it says right there, it's a vegan company. There's 60 capsules. And this has, like, everything in it, which is why I bought it. Like, so you just have to take one pill. As I said, I'm not taking it every single day, but, like, every few days. Mostly just because I'm, like, a space case and I, like, forget. So it has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, can't really read, vitamin E, vitamin K. I'm like, I need to get in the light. I'm blind. Thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, B6, folate, vitamin B12, biotin, calcium, iron, iodine, zinc, selenium, copper, chromium, and molybdenum. I'm not sure what, and boron. There's a few other ones I can't really pronounce. It's like pantothenic acid or something. Not a nutritionist. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law studied nutrition science and stuff like that in graduate school, so I could probably ask them if I was that curious. But it just seems like a really good all-around vitamin. Vegan, obviously. This is non-GMO, made in the USA. Anyway, here it is. Just remind you guys what it looks like. Yeah, if you have like information on, here's the nutrition facts. If you have experience with this one or information on it, let me know in the comments. Because I'm curious. It sounds good. I'm thinking I'm gonna like finish up. I'm not really sure there's much else I really want to say right now. But funny thing, I just had to go buy cat food for my parents because they left me in charge of the cats, of course, without any cat food, because that's what my parents are like. Okay, little information. But even when I just went to get cat food, like I bought this one, like it was kind of funny because I never really thought about like as far as pet food, you know, like oh, should you be buying beef and chicken? I mean, obviously they're carnivores, cats, or omnivores, something. I don't know. I don't know anything about cats, but obviously they eat meat, is what I mean. So I got this one that's fish, and like that's the first time I ever really like thought about getting like pet food and like trying to be like in that vegan mindset and trying to be like choosing something that might be more you know, with a vegan mindset of being like, well, maybe fish is better than beef kind of deal. Like, so things are changing slowly as I get into this. It's a different thing every day. I've been doing really good with cooking for myself. The sort of things I've been eating is like, to get some water. Sort of things I've been eating is like I made tomato pie, which is a southern dish, but I had it in Pennsylvania like I don't remember how long ago. It was so good. I'd never really had it before because it's a southern dish, like. But anyway, my wife's texting me. My voice is going. Right, okay, so yeah, we were at like a farmer's market or something in Pennsylvania, and they had this and it looked so good. It was obviously not vegan. This was before I went vegan because it has cheese in it, but I never really had it, and I was like, oh, this is really good. Like, I want to make this at home. So anyway, just a couple nights ago or a couple days ago or something, I made it. I got the Daiya like shredded cheese, and I made it with that. It was so good. If I figure it out, I'll leave the link in the information box down there, because I did find the recipe on YouTube, but I'm sure you could find other recipes. And I did it, I don't really remember how I made it because it was a couple days ago, but I have been trying to move away from cooking with oil and into cooking with vegetable broth or water. So that's one change I've been making, and that's another reason why I really struggle going vegan, because like a lot of things I would cook in oil and I'm like, I don't want all this oil in my diet. Like I don't know how to cook without oil, you know. That's something I had to learn. So it's something that, you know, I've watched videos here on YouTube and figured out, you know, how to cook with vegetable broth instead. I'm really glad that I figured out that trick. So yeah, I made the tomato pie using Daiya shredded cheese, tomatoes. We had all these tomatoes left over from Christmas because my wife made a Capri salad, which is tomato, mozzarella, and basil. Sometimes people put roasted red peppers in there as well. I don't usually do that because for some reason, I don't know, I keep buying these like jarred roasted red peppers, and for some reason they just like don't taste right, so I had to stop buying them. I don't really know why, because I used to buy them when I was younger and I used to eat them all the time, and I don't know if they like changed. and it's not, I buy like the all natural ones, they're just in the jar. But anyway, so I stopped buying them because they kept like tasting kind of funky to me. I don't know what happened. I don't know if like my taste buds changed or I stopped liking them. I don't know what happened, but for some reason I can't get them to work for me. I don't know what happened. So with that, but so she wanted to make that because that was like her mother's favorite dish. Her mother's passed away now, but it was her mother's favorite dish at Christmas or whatever. So now she has to make it for every Christmas. Now I got this like, I don't remember what it's called. I'll tell you next time. This Miyoko's vegan mozzarella that blew my mind. It was so good. I'd never really found like a really good vegan cheese before, but this stuff was amazing. It tastes just like cheese, okay? And I don't even tell me different because it tastes exactly like cheese. It tastes like mozzarella cheese to me, perfectly. Like, honestly, and I made grilled cheese with tomato using it. It was so good. It was so good. And I'm like, I'm not gonna lose any weight being a vegan because if I buy this cheese, so I gotta be careful not to buy it all the time because it was really good. And the reason I bought it was because I wanted to do a vegan French onion soup for Christmas. And you know, I bought that just to put on like some bread and put it in the soup. I wanted to have some, this was my first vegan Christmas, so that's really exciting. And yeah, so as I said, I made the vegan French onion soup for Christmas, and I made eggplant cacciatore, and I made vegan egg rolls. Even though it's called like an egg roll, there was obviously no egg in it. I got like the papers that said right on the package, vegan papers. And you know, initially I made them with oil, but then once I learned how to make them with vegetable broth, I started making them vegetable broth, and they're really good. The only problem is I made them like 3 times already in the last like 3 weeks, and I'm sick of them. Like, I don't want to eat them anymore because that was kind of like, I just discovered the recipe and it worked out really good, but I kept making them and now I'm tired of them. Like, so I have to come up with new recipes every day. Last night I made veggie fritters. And I made them with like almond flour and vegetables. I had zucchini, onion, and I don't know, I can't remember, some other vegetable in there. It was like zucchini, I can't remember. I'll let you know if I remember. But just a couple of vegetables in there, and with like some spices. It was so good. I had like cumin in there and garlic powder and like cayenne pepper or something like that, but it came out amazing. If I can remember any of these recipes, I'll definitely leave them in the information box below because I've been having really good, and I made those with vegetable broth. Now the only thing is that they were kind of falling apart, so I don't know if, like, obviously there's no egg really like holding that together. Like, they were, a lot of times when I made these, I have the same problem, which is that they don't really hold together, like these types of things. Like, I've made similar things in the past, can't really remember, but you know, things that make like little patties that you fry up and stuff. And I think the oil might help hold them together a little bit more, but obviously I'm using vegetable broth because I'm trying to be really healthy. And I don't know, so I've been doing really good with cooking and it's going good. My weight's staying kind of stable. It would drop today, but I haven't eaten anything really today. I had some coffee and it's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know why, I'm just not hungry today. It's weird. Some days I'm like starving and some days I have no appetite. It's really bizarre. It's really strange. But if you wanted to see the birdies that keep chirping, chirp, chirp, chirp. There they are. That's my mom's birds. They're not mine. I don't know if I can really angle this so you can see. Hopefully you can get a good look at them. The little parakeets. And my mom's birds. She's always kept parakeets. I'm not really, as far as pet keeping goes, I'm not really into birds. Just because, like, I feel bad. They're, like, locked in a cage, you know. I feel like they should be flying around and stuff, but it's not my thing. Just my opinion. If you have birds, cool. I don't really have much of a desire to keep birds myself. I have a lot of animals, which I'll probably tell you about later. But, and she's got this fish tank here. Which I could probably show you. And then I'm gonna try to finish up this video because my phone's kind of low on battery and I don't want to like kill it or something. Wait, okay, here we go. Can you see? I'm not good at this. Sorry. My camera skills are gonna have to get better if I'm gonna do this YouTube thing. But anyway, there you go. Some Mickey Mouse platies, some neon tetras in there. And a few other types of fish. I don't know the names, sorry, I'm not that smart. There's this guy, angelfish over here, if you can see him. And then if you want to see the cats, since this is like vegan video, and I probably want to see animals, right? So that's Spiro. That's my brother's cat. He's trying to come at you. I don't know if you got a good look there. I'm kind of new to this, like, so. There's another one, but I don't know where he is. Chloe! I don't know. To see him next time. Her, sorry. I always call, like, animals in the masculine. I don't know why. It's a problem. That's all the animals that are here. And I do have pets. I have a dog, a Shiba Inu. She's a Shiba Inu. She's 14 years old. She's very cute, but she's a lot of work and a lot of trouble. I have a cat who is 13 years old, and she was a stray alley cat before she came to be mine. And I have a rabbit who is like 2 years old. He's still really young. He's about 2, I think. His name is Cotton, and he's all white. He's really sweet. We got him for our 2-year wedding anniversary because, like, Cotton is the wedding gift is supposed to be cotton. So I was like, let's get a rabbit, name it Cotton. And we have 2 hamsters. We had 2 hamsters before, but they passed away, so now we have 2 more. Their names are Casino and Rainbow, the ones that we have now. And Casino is over a year old. Rainbow, I'm not really sure his age. I think he's probably under a year. Maybe, 8 months old. I don't really know. Sorry, not sure. But they're good animals. Rainbow has like a little bit of a tail, which is kind of funny because I don't usually like hamsters that have like the tail because it kind of reminds me too much of mice, and I'm kind of afraid of mice. But I didn't notice that he had a tail until after I brought him home, so it was kind of too late. So, but Casino's and Casino, the other one, is so cute. He's like the cutest hamster I've ever had. He's all white with like a little black spot on his head, but other than that, he's all white. He's really cute, and he's really friendly. And I got him on Craigslist. He was like a rescue. So that's all I really have to say today. So if I have any other thing else to say, I will let you know. And I'm really excited to start this, adventure with you guys, doing Veganuary 2020, Veganuary 2020, like hashtag Veganuary 2020. So if you guys want to do it too, if you guys are deciding to do Veganuary 2020, let me know. And because I'd love to hear about your experiences and everything. So, cool. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.